Hey there, pretty people, and welcome back to Such Pretty. I am getting ready to paint my hair now. So if you've seen my last two videos, I showed you how to strip hair color and then how to lift roots and how I lift roots, and I talked about Olaplex in my last video. This is how I'm just going to show you how I paint my hair, and I'm going to show you which colors I'm going to be using. I know that I've talked about in my other videos that I was going to be using Ion Sky Blue. But when I got to my local Sally's, I saw this Siren song color, which is like a teal kind of color. And it says it also glows in UV light, or in black light, so I wanted to try it. So I usually use Ion Blue for that part, but I'm going to be using the Siren song instead. And then I have my normal electric lizard. Then I have some older electric lizard that I have a little bit left of. And then just to add in a little bit of spunk and a couple of ends, I'm going to put some electric banana. So I just have this little Sally's thing here, and I'm going to go ahead and start. I color pretty much the whole front part that you can see of my hair first, and then the back I just kind of do whatever with because I can't see it and I don't really care. It's probably not the greatest, but since I want my hair to be more vivid green than it was green blue like it has been for the past couple of times that I've dyed it, I'm going to bring the electric lizard all the way up to the root area before I put the Siren song on. So I'm gonna do my entire head green, like in electric lizard green, before I even go in with this secondary teal color, because I want it to be more vivid green color. So I'm just gonna start out with my fingers here, because this is a little bit too big to go in past the halfway mark. So I'm just gonna go in with my fingers and just slap this all over my head, basically. I'm just gonna ignore my shave part entirely because I still have work to do on that. A lot of people say that electric lizard comes out really yellow, and that's really a true statement, I'd say. That's why I like to use greener and bluer dyes with it, to help sort of help the color get a bit more vivid. I have very little of this banana yellow. I'm just gonna put a little bit through my bangs here, and just a couple peaky spots. As you can see, the electric lizard and the electric banana look quite similar once you put them there on the hair. But I would say there is a noticeable difference once you wash it out. I'd say there is quite a difference, actually. Though this banana yellow is pretty green toned, I do see that there is a difference between the two once the dye has set and you have washed your hair and stuff. So I'm just gonna put this on a choice few ends that I want a little bit lighter than I guess the rest of my hair. Just to give it a little bit dimension, and just to, I hate wasting dyes, so I'll use like every last drop. And this one's gonna be out now. And I also want to answer your hair questions now. So one of the questions that I got is, are you for gloves or anti-gloves when applying semi-permanent dye? And clearly I'm using gloves here, but the thing is that generally I wouldn't. The only reason that I am using gloves is because I plan to do some makeup tutorials and such. So my fingers are like right in the camera there, so I don't like want my weird green fingers to like be up there in the camera, but otherwise I totally just wouldn't even care. Here's something that's kind of weird. My old electric lizard is a lot more yellow based than my new electric lizard. But I'm still just gonna use the rest of my old electric lizard and then blend the new in. someone asked if I use any hair oils, masks, or vitamins. I do use coconut oil pretty liberally on my hair pretty often, actually. So I'd say that I use coconut oil probably once or twice a month to really get, and just leave it in there to get really nice and soaked in, and I just kind of set some time aside to just sit with coconut oil for an hour or two. So I would say that first of all. I also take biotin, but I don't take it like religiously enough to really be able to tell you whether or not it's helping my hair growth, I guess. Like, I'll miss like a week at a time sometimes, so I really couldn't tell you if it helps me any. And then other hair oils, I just use like whatever I get in my Ipsy bag, I guess. I don't really buy anything special. My mom buys me It's a 10 hair mask product sometimes, and I will dilute those with water halfway and use them very sparingly. So I have this It's a 10, which is pretty much water at this point, because once I use a little bit of it, I would put a little water and then I'd keep filling. So there's a little bit of conditioner, but it's mostly water. It's mostly just coconut oil and really, really infrequent hair washing, which I'm sure sounds gross to people, but that was another question I got, is how do I maintain my hair color? And it's honestly just washing it very sparingly. I probably only wash it with shampoo, once every 10 to 14 days. Every other day, when I'm in the shower, or like I shower pretty much every day or every other day, when I'm in the shower, I will just put a whole bunch of conditioner, just like a cheap conditioner usually. Like right now I'm using like Vidal's Sassoon. It came in like a really big, like $5 container, and it's like this big. So I've been using that lately, and then every once in a while I'll do the coconut oil, or if I get a really nice hair mask or something in my Ipsy bag, I'll do it. But really, I don't do anything particularly special, I guess, as to maintain it, other than just not putting shampoo in it. And when I do shampoo it, I use room temperature water. I can't handle using cold water in the winter. It's freezing cold here in Colorado. I can't handle that. So I use room temperature water when I want to wash it, and I'll just like bend over the tub and wash my hair first, and then I'll make the water hot and I'll take the shower. So I never really take a cold shower. Okay, the next question is, how do you keep your hair so healthy looking, and how often do you use heat on your hair? The way that I keep it healthy looking is just lots of coconut oil and really staying away from shampooing my hair too very often. I also I try to stay away from heat as much as I can, and if I do curl my hair, I try and make that hairstyle last for 2 days, and the way that I do that is by I'll make a video on it. So I'll make some more hairstyling videos, and how to keep 2-day curls and stuff, and how I do that. But I really don't use that much heat on my hair, because it's pretty brittle. It's not in horrible shape really, but I don't want to, I bleach it so often, and I do so much to it that I really don't want to add the heat to it, really. Just, I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't do much more damage than I'm already doing, but I typically don't use heat. A couple people asked about Olaplex. I do not know like a whole bunch about Olaplex. People are asking about if they can use Olaplex over their already processed hair. I would just say it's probably best to really just do your research first. of professionals on YouTube using Olaplex, and because I know there are a ton out there who are really open about how they use Olaplex, and they do tutorials and video tutorials and stuff. So I would research, but as I said, I did have some hair that was too far gone for Olaplex to fix, and after I bleached with Olaplex, I had to cut 4 inches off because I had, not all because, it wasn't because of the Olaplex, it's because my hair was in such bad shape before it, but there was tons of length that would have just broken off had I not been using the Olaplex. So
I somehow lost all of me applying Siren Song, but I did go back and reapply it because it didn't work very well. So here is a clip of what it looks like when I apply it to my roots for the ombre effect, but as you'll see in the video, the ombre didn't really take as much as I was hoping. But here's how it looks when I apply the Siren Song just to my root area.
All along the roots in the front here, I added Siren Song, which, as you can see, there is a difference between how yellow the rest of it is versus the green. As you can see, Electric Lizard is quite yellow. So when you mix these two together, you get a bright neon green. I was hoping for more of a blue leaning, but just a little bit. This is a lot closer to what I was going for than what my last hair dye job was, which was more deep, like jewel tone blue and green. I wanted a really vivid neon. I think if I put this over just blonde hair, I will get more of the blue effect that I'm going for. Hey there, I am back. It has been a couple days since I have dyed this. I just left my undercut alone. It's still really gingery, and but it's covered by my hair, so I don't really care. I'm just gonna wait a few days to bleach it again and color it like the rest of my hair. The ombre didn't really come out like I was hoping it would, because the Siren Song isn't really like a strong pigmented color. It's more of like a light neon aqua type color. So if you look closely here, there is a bit of an ombre. If you just take some strands from the end and put them up towards the roots, it is a much yellowier green. So it just goes from like a deeper green into a more yellow green. I would like a more pronounced ombre. So I think next time what I will do is in, I don't know, 8 to 12 weeks, whenever I do my roots, I will bleach my roots out, and then I will put the Siren Song directly on the roots and then blend it into the green so that I'll have a little bit of blue right towards my scalp. So I will do a video on that if you guys want. If you like this video series, if you have any other questions or comments, or you have any requests, be it hair or makeup videos, let me know in the comment section down below. I will have everything on how to get in touch with me down in the description box, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for stopping by.